Today we're making cottage pie. This is an old family favorite of ours that my mum used to make when we were growing up. I'm sure everyone has a cottage pie memory, and I'm sure it's a good one. We're going to start off by using porcini mushrooms. I love porcini mushrooms because they add such a beautiful flavor. It might not be an ingredient you're familiar with, but these mushrooms are loaded with fiber, iron, and protein, and the flavor punch is amazing. So we're going to add these to a bowl. These are dried ones, and add some boiling water to soak these mushrooms in. 1 cup of water, and we're going to leave these to soak. We're going to be cutting up our potatoes to make our mash. Leave the skins on because the skins are what contain a whole lot of the vitamins and minerals and fiber. So even though you might be tempted to take the skins off so that your potatoes look perfectly white, keep them on. They also add a really great earthy flavor. Okay, we're gonna now chop the carrots and the onions. I'm gonna use a food processor. I use the Ninja food processor, just makes things a little bit easier in the kitchen. Don't peel your carrots. All of the good bacteria is found on the outside of the carrots. If you've bought organic carrots, even better. Make sure they're washed, but don't peel them. That's where the good stuff is. The bacteria builds your gut biome. Drizzle some olive oil on the pan. Lightly saute the carrots and onions for about 6 to 8 minutes. Okay, I love using smoked garlic because it smells amazing. But if you have already crushed garlic, just use that if it just makes life a bit easier. If you've got fresh rosemary in your herb garden, then just remove the leaves from the stem. If you've got dried rosemary, that's okay too. Add the garlic to the vegetables, your rosemary and dried thyme. Okay, so we drain the porcini mushrooms, but we keep the liquid. Set this aside. So we're gonna add our chopped mushrooms into our vegetable mix and our reserved liquid, which is going to add amazing flavor. And then we're going to add our tomato paste and vegetable stock. Now this doesn't look like usual vegetable stock because it's homemade, but you can use cubed vegetable stock as well and add a little bit of extra water to the mix. Lentils are an incredible food full of so many nutrients. Just 1 cup of these bad boys gives you half your daily fiber, 1/3 of your daily iron, and gram for gram has more protein than beef or chicken breast. This veggie mince adds so much nutrition to your cottage pie. If you don't have veggie mince, you can just use the lentils. Otherwise, halve the amount of lentils and add some of this mince. It has 20 grams of protein per 100 grams, so it trumps beef and chicken every day of the week. We're gonna layer up our pie by putting the vegetable and lentil mix down first. It smells so good. And level it off a little bit so that it's easy to put your mash over the top. Now we're going to add our mash on top. So these are just breadcrumbs that have been cooked with a little bit of garlic. You can fry them up, just a little bit of garlic breadcrumbs to bring some color to the top of your pie. And again, this is just optional, just making it look pretty. So there we have a cottage pie. We're going to put it under the grill for a few minutes just to brown the top. Not only is cottage pie just absolutely delicious and heartwarming, it also contains really good balanced nutrition. So you get all your carbohydrates and all your proteins in one meal.